France's Prime Minister decried the U.S. pause on military aid for Ukraine as unbearable on Tuesday, calling it tantamount to abandoning Ukrainians to a possible Russia victory. The word suspension fools no one, Prime Minister François Bayrou said, addressing French senators and mounting what was his second sharp criticism of the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump in as many days. The suspension in war of assistance to an aggressed country signifies that the aggressed country is being abandoned and that one accepts or hopes that its aggressor wins. Bayrou added, "It's obviously unbearable." According to Assosicted Press the French premier, a close ally of President Emmanuel Macron, also argued against strong pressure that the White House is exerting on Ukraine to give in. Bayrou said that Ukraine needs to keep fighting for its very survival. Macron's prime minister, appointed in December, has become one of the sharpest French critics of the abrupt U-turn in Washington's policy on Ukraine that Trump has executed since he and U.S. Vice President JD Vance publicly berated Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy in an explosive meeting last week.
Cette nuit a été annoncée une décision que beaucoup redoutaient, mais dont chacun voit les implications. L'annonce que les États-Unis stoppaient désormais les livraisons d'aide à l'Ukraine. Car le mot de suspension ne trompe personne. La suspension dans la guerre de l'aide à un pays agressé, ça signifie qu'on abandonne le pays agressé et qu'on accepte ou qu'on souhaite que son agresseur l'emporte. Ceci est évidemment pour la France et pour nous tous et pour les Européens et pour tous ceux qui sont attachés aux libertés et aux droits, pour ceux qui sont attachés à la Charte des Nations Unies par exemple. C'est évidemment absolument insupportable. Il avait des formules assez drôles, lui qui était le fils de Michel Debré. Notre responsabilité d'Union européenne, notre responsabilité de pays amis de l'Ukraine, c'est d'être capable de se substituer le plus rapidement et le plus efficacement possible aux livraisons américaines de manière que l'Ukraine ne soit pas contrainte de craquer. Pour nous, c'est un devoir de civilisation que nous avons à remplir. Que la personnalité de Jean-Louis Debré appelle à notre mémoire. Et permettez-moi de dire, même si ça apparaît paradoxal, que c'est le sujet sur lequel je suis tout à fait prêt à accepter que la vision du président américain soit respectée et que nous en préparions l'échéance. Je pense qu'un continent, une union aussi riche et aussi capable d'armement que celle que nous avons, a le devoir d'exercer elle-même sa sécurité. Elle n'a pas à s'en remettre perpétuellement à d'autres. Monsieur le Premier ministre.
Top Senate Democrats are hitting President Donald Trump over the future of Social Security as he gets set to address a joint session of Congress this week. According to Associated Press, Trump will be speaking to lawmakers he has bulldozed past this first month in office, wielding unimaginable executive power. With top aide Elon Musk, Trump is firing federal employees, shuttering government agencies. Democrats say Trump and Musk represent a real threat to well-being of Social Security. It is hard to believe that the Trump administration wants to cut Social Security, but that's what's happening, said Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. On the one hand, DOJ has cut 7,000 workers from Social Security, and on the other, Elon Musk says Social Security is the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time, he said. Trump enjoys the rare sweep of power in Washington, with the Republicans controlling the White House, the House, and the Senate, and he relies on political fear as well as favor to motivate lawmakers. With Musk having poured $200 million into electing Trump, the president has a ready patron whose vast political funds can influence any resistors. The American people should realize the Social Security administration is already at its lowest level of staffing in 50 years, said Senator Patty Murray of Washington. That's why fewer than 40% of people who call to talk to a Social Security agent get through to talk to someone, Murray said. That's why it takes, on average, 240 days to process a disability claim, she said. House Speaker Mike Johnson, who has positioned himself as a partner to the president, has said he's excited about what Trump is accomplishing in rooting out waste, fraud, and abuse to downsize government. Democrats, after their stunning rejection by voters, are slowly beginning to mount a resistance.
Okay. It is hard to believe that the Trump administration wants to cut Social Security. But that's what's happening. We're in a pincer move that shows just what they're up to. On the one hand, DOGE has cut 7,000 workers from Social Security. And on the other, Elon Musk says Social Security is the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time. Tell that to the average Social Security recipient who depends on that $1,100 or $1,500 to buy food, pay the rent, go visit the grandkids. Tell them it's a Ponzi scheme. Tell them they don't deserve that money. It's outrageous. Why would they do this? They're in a frenzy to give tax breaks, tax cuts to the wealthiest, the very wealthiest billionaires in America. They're just frenetic about it.
The American people should realize the Social Security Administration is already at its lowest level of staffing in 50 years. That's why fewer than 40% of people who call to talk to a Social Security agent get through to talk to someone. That's why it takes, on average, 240 days to process a disability claim. And that's why last year an estimated 30,000 Americans died while waiting on a decision about their disability benefits. Yet Trump and Elon are now loudly declaring they want to significantly reduce staff further.
DOGE's attack on Social Security, in my view, is a first step on the path to privatizing Social Security. In just the past week, the DOGE appointed a commissioner has taken the following actions. Allowed DOGE unfettered access to Americans' health records, bank account information, and tax data. The Fort Knox of Americans' sensitive personal information. Wiped out Social Security's most experienced employees and continued to pressure more to resign when the agency is already at a 50-year staffing low. Proposed shuttering field offices across the country and closing more than half of the regional offices. Taken together, there is no conceivable way that Social Security benefits will be paid on time and in full to Americans who have earned them by paying into the program with every paycheck.
As the former Social Security Commissioner put it, you're going to see the system collapse if this keeps on.